Yay! Streaming again. Yay! Yay! Streaming.
Big streaming and wee hawking. Big streaming and wee.
Yeah, dude. Big streaming and wee hawking. That's what up. All right. Cool. Let's see. That's all working. Yeah, that's all working. Nothing is broken. Everything is good.
Just my heart.
Yep, everything is good. Okay, cool. Great, let's get the speakers on now that it's daytime and I don't have to fucking be a mouse. Cool. Alright. Hello. Good morning. Yes, James. What up, D? How you doing? Yeah, hey, be sure to go to savetheinternet.com. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change my header today. I'm going to change my header because of net neutrality is more important. Yeah, I'm going to change my header. There we go. Okay, so yes, please go to savetheinternet.com and call your senators. It takes like 5 minutes. They're not going to pick up. It's just going to be an answering machine, but numbers count big time. And we need to save the internet because if you use the internet, your life will be way worse if the attacks on net neutrality go through. So in case you don't know, net neutrality is the very, very important principle that all websites should load at the same speed and that it's not fair to make a fast and a slow lane on the internet. Corporations don't like that. They want fucking their big content to load quickly, and they want all the stuff you care about that doesn't make the money to go slowly. So unless you want to have to pay to unlock different features of the internet and just get fucked horribly, then you gotta stand up to these corporations. It's very, very, very important. There's not that many issues that I will drop everything that I'm doing and take action, but net neutrality is one of those issues. It's the most important issue. It's the issue that all other issues depend on, because without net neutrality, we can't organize, we can't be informed, we can't fight the good fight without access to information and without being able to communicate with each other. So net neutrality is the cornerstone issue that affects all the other issues. So if you have not done so already, or even if you have, please go to savetheinternet.com and sign the petition. It'll call you. You can call your political representatives. Honestly, it'll take 5 minutes. I did it today. It didn't take any time out of my day. It'll take 5 minutes, and it's all automated. You just put in your zip code, and it calls your representative for you, and you can leave them a message. It really doesn't take long. And it's vital. Like, honestly, I think, you know, y'all underestimate just how awful these people are. It's like they just look out for corporate interests, you know? I mean, if you thought the tax thing was bad, wait till you see what they do to the internet. Wait till you see what they do to the internet. These people are awful, okay? So, we need you to take action. Go to savetheinternet.com. It won't take long. Okay, cool. Alright, so, as usual, I didn't get my breakthroughs until, like, super late last night. For some reason, that's generally how it goes. You know, I mean, I always say in my workshops, that, you know, inspiration comes from momentum, and that you just gotta show up and rock, and let things sort themselves out. Well, yesterday I was rocking, but this unreleased scene from Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon really brought the whole thing together. And then I made some arrangement changes and brought some of my vocal edits later in the track, and the whole thing is just much better now. Yeah, so I'm actually really happy with this track. So today, I'm gonna listen to it now, but I think I'm pretty much ready to go to phase 3. There's a couple like little things, like I think some of these chops, there were some like little kung fu noises and stuff that were a bit too loud. Some little like huh, huh, shit like that. And then I wanted to make this vocal a little louder. Let's go up 3 dB on both of those. Yeah, and then I think there were some kung fu noises that were a little like sticky outy. I think in this section there was some like huh, huh, huh. Yeah, this shit needs to come down a couple dB. Or actually, where are we? Let's see. Yeah, that one could come down a couple dB. Yeah, that one probably a few dB. Okay, cool. My kung fu noises are now at a more reasonable volume. Alright, so let's listen to this track. I'm pretty happy with it. So this is, the objectives here were to make a short beat, 2 minutes or less, that is sampling this sample that we started with, which was this tune called Alea Non Alea that I got the rights to sample and remix. So all of our remixes are nice and legal. And it goes like this. Right, so yeah, so that was pretty cool. Some other things that I kind of noticed, this one sample was a little early, and then I think these like impact sounds in the beginning, I think I might actually get rid of them. Because it's kind of interfering with the vocal slightly, the vocal sample, and I want to just back this away from the very intro, because on iTunes I was losing the first word of this vocal sample. Yeah, so let's do that. Actually, you know what? I could probably get it back in if I do that. I just cheated it over a bit. Alright, so let's do that, and then I'm going to get my text edit out here. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Yeah, sticky outy kung fu sounds. Yeah, man. Totes. They had to be tamed. They were too crazy. Oh yeah, here, let's get my my console out here. There we go. Get my mixer. Oh yeah, and then let's put these to 7, 8 and take off my mastering stuff. Oh yeah, and that hiss is from my analog inputs, which I can turn off. Yes! Evening, Dylan. Amazing. Yeah, Dave in Germany. Uh-oh. Seems my computer is thinking a lot. Weird. Why would you not be able to... Oh, man. Okay. Huh. Alright, well, I might have to keep my notes mentally because TextEdit has decided not to open. Is all that supporting net neutrality? I'm being hacked. Alright. I hate it when computers think. That's a good quote there, Bryce Ivers. That's very funny. Okay. Okay, yes! Jason, Rhythm Star. Yeah, notes make a big difference, man, when you have a little note file. I gotta get my note file out. I'm just trying to get this one. I love how Apple will show you this, but you can't actually click on it, because fuck you. Yeah, Logan, the past videos from the series are going to be in the membership site at myproduserdj.club, but that is for members. Oh my god, text edit. Come on, just open. Okay, this does not. Oh wait, there we go. I was just here. I am about to fucking restart the computer, and it's like, oh, did you want the last possible second? Okay, here we go. All right. Yeah, for some reason the things are not. What the shit? Yeah, weird. Weird. Okay, I'm gonna, as much as I love that. Oh, okay, now it's opening. Yeah, that's the trick is to give up, it seems. I had the black crash where everything goes black and you get Japanese. I had that yesterday, so that's not very good. Oh look, it can't even search. What the fuck, man? Okay, I'm restarting. Yeah, save the changes. Jeez. Computer's being stupid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to restart.
Mine wasn't even on.
Yours wasn't even on. What the fuck?
Meaning it didn't do my computer custom close.
No, it's not the internet. The internet's working fine. Okay, I will be right back. Alright. So I'm still here. You can see this is one of the advantages of streaming on a second computer is I can still I don't lose my stream when I have to reboot my computer.
Still got your peanut galleries.
Yes. All right. So hopefully this will work.
Good penis.
Oh my goodness. Today was already a very silly day. I was a fish for a good chunk of the morning, and I was pretending to be a fish and acting like a fish, thinking like a fish. It was pretty good. It was a fun morning. All right. Wow. Jeez, what is going on with my computer? I thought buying a new computer was supposed to stop these things. God, that'll teach me to spend $4,000 on a fucking computer. Doesn't work. Alright, I'm gonna unplug everything. Hold the power down. That's kind of like when you hold the pillow over someone's mouth until they suffocate, but like the computer version. Okay, computer. You're gonna work now. Oh man, last night I had terrible insomnia because I was all hyper from finishing my track, or at least finishing the writing of my track. So I had terrible insomnia, but I thought of all these really cool themes for future mixtapes. Oh wow, my mouse doesn't work. Fucking Apple, get it together! I like how I shake my fist at the sky like Apple is God. This is ridiculous. My mouse doesn't work. Nothing fucking works. I don't think it's power, man. I think it's the operating system. Like yesterday, all my fonts went pixely and shit. Like Apple's just fucking no better than anyone else now.
I think I've heard what they said about it, and it's punishing you.
Yeah, maybe they're punishing me for hating on them so publicly. Ugh.
It's your vibes, man. It's karma vibes.
Yep. Apple, they know that I'm frustrated with their...
It's like second screening at that quarter. The more angry they think you are, the
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the more you are in a hurry and the more angry you are, the longer they make it take.
and the shittier.
Computers know when you're mad. They totally know when you're mad. Okay. Alright, so let's plug all these doohickeys back in. I think it's really telling that I can't power my computer through the Apple dongle using the Apple power adapter on an Apple computer, and it doesn't power it enough and my battery slowly drains. I think that's really telling of where we're at. Alright, let's get the chat rooms back open here. Let's go to Facebook and YouTube. It's back open here. Oh, there we go. Hey, good job. Thank you for supporting net neutrality, Joe. That is very cool of you to do that. It's very important. The world needs your support. Okay, cool. Charlie Joe. All right, there we go. Okay, cool. Yay. All right. I always can tell. Okay, here we go. All right, we got... yeah, I should make a mixtape of just sampling me cursing out technology. That would be a really hard listen. But there would be lots of samples to choose from. All right, hey, where's the kerchief? I gotta blow my nose. I'm a little allergic. Okay. Man, I had the best smoothie today. Oh man, it was so good. I had like bananas and blueberries and goji berries. Yeah, it's a really good smoothie. It's a really, really good smoothie. Okay. But yeah, I think the next computer I buy is not going to be a Mac. My iPhone 6 too, I can't even open text messages. I'll like watch this. Set an alarm for 10 a.m. Watch how long it takes. Still thinking. This is the iPhone 6. Cost me $800. Not even that long ago.
Okay, I set an alarm for 10 a.m.
Dude, that took so unnecessarily long. Like, what the hell? You know, Siri. I used to use Siri all the time. I can't even use Siri now. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pause my Dropbox. Okay. Now let's get my notes file out so that I can take notes. Excellent. Okay, cool. And we're back. Okay, yeah, so there's too much kind of random sounding kung fu. I think this one was the culprit. That was definitely not a good use of the kung fu sample. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so I think this should do it. I'm going to turn it up good and loud. And I'm going to turn the mic off so that your sound is nice. Please remind me to turn the mic on if I forget. And yeah, here we go.
A good martial artist does not become tense. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my. Step in my dojo, you step. Step in my dojo, you step in my.
It hits all by itself.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique,
thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent,
And why is that?
because the word I does not exist.
Yay! All right, excuse me. So that's the tune. I'm gonna notice a couple little volume changes.
For whatever may come.
This needs to be louder.
Step, 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 step. Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Okay, I feel like this.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step, step, step. Step, step. Step, step, step.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of this. There's this little accent here that I.
Step in my. Step in my.
That should be in with the drums. This sound. Couple little tiny things, nothing too major. This should also be in the drums. Oh man, this is gonna be so fun. Yes, my style is unblockable, Tanner. It's unblockable style.
Step, 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 step.
Actually, you know what it needs is one kung fu hit right on the drop. So let's take this. So it's like a psh. Maybe not a. I want like a psh.
Mice, you wanna ball? Yeah. But you're once. Yeah.
Step, 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 step.
Yeah, just that little bit on the drop. Should maybe even. I should not. Yeah, because I don't want it to distract from the granular growl thing. Okay, cool. So that's good. Boo. Okay, cool. So that's that. Add accent in the first. Last kung fu in the first section after the big drop. Okay, this section.
Step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step, step, step.
Yeah, that was a really fun sound to make, that growl. It's in here if you want to know how I made it. The main thing is that the arpeggiator is grinding, right? So the arpeggiator here is creating all these multiple MIDI notes. Right? So that, watch without the arpeggiator. So the arpeggiator is really, really important. And then I have one big macro that's doing a lot of things. It's tweaking a formant filter in guitar rig, it's modulating some EQs, and it's doing this phaser as well. And then inside of Serum macro number 1 is going to many locations. It's going to the wavetable, it's going to the detune, it's going to the formant on the filter, and then it's also going to the delays on the chorus and the mix on the chorus. So you can see macro 1 has a lot of destinations. But it's really just two parameters. There's the modulating of the arpeggiator and the modulating of the formants, or the modulating of the macro that does the formants and the wavetable and everything. But yeah, so that's how that sound was made. And then this is just another variation of the same sound with different wavetable. But yeah, it's the arpeggiator. That's the main trick, is the arpeggiator. Because like, listen to this sound without the arpeggiator. It sounds dumb. It's pretty much just your standard growl without the arpeggiator, but the arpeggiator makes it. Okay. All right. So, and then actually I think I might even brighten this. Cool. All right, so that's that fixed. All right, who's blowing me up? Oh. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go back to our list so we can stay organized. More volume on Mayor Ape shit I did here. Let's make sure he sounds good in his section here.
Step in my dojo, you step in my
Step in my dojo, you
step.
Okay, and then this little chop with the...
Step in my dojo, you
step in my
Oh, there's a little bit of a resonance. I'm hearing a little bit of a resonance on those sounds, so I'm gonna dip that out real quick. It's probably why it was so quiet. Excuse me. But yeah, there's a little bit of resonance. Man, making music is so much easier in the fucking early afternoon. Alright, where's that? That's the other one there. Let's see, there's a little, I think there's a little resonance. Yeah, I can hear some peaking there. Generally speaking, it's best to apply subtractive EQ before the rest of your processing. So I'm going to go in here and do some of that. Oh, there's some sub in there we don't need. Okay, cool, and then that same EQ should go on this sample because this sample was based on that sample. Oh man, I hate allergies, they're so lame. Okay, cool. The Max for Live device that I was using was the, I used the Max for Live convolution reverb once, but I mean, in the past I've strayed away from Max for Live stuff because it crashes Ableton sometimes, but apparently it's more stable in this version. I've noticed some of my weird audio driver stuff crashing Ableton, but that's about it. Let's listen to the Bruce Lee sample.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Maybe I'll put ready for whatever may come there.
Ready for whatever may come.
Let's try that.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Nah, it was better in the other spot. Okay, let's listen again.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
It hits all by itself.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique,
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
there is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
Okay, cool. This needs a little bit of compression here. Okay, cool. Let's listen to that again.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
It hits all by itself.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique,
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
there is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
Hey, Eric, just signed up for the class of 808. Yo, when you're in there, go through the Start Here post, and at the bottom of the Start Here post, there's all the weekly downloads are organized by what the subject is, and you can go in and figure out what you need, and you can self-diagnose to a certain extent. But yeah, definitely go in there and get in there in the weekly download. That's definitely where a lot of the action in the club happens. All right, let's see if this. That's better, much tighter. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna listen one last time. Actually, wait. There's one more thing that I gotta do before stemming, and that's these fucking beeps. They're so silly. Where are my beep patterns? Okay, so in this pocket operators, is there? No, okay, good. That's there. There are these little laser beeps that are kind of like not. Where are they? What channel are they even on? Are these? Where's my beeps? These are my beeps. Yeah, these beeps.
Step in my dojo, you step in my
What is the highest technique you...
The all by itself. The bass here, this Reese. This Reese needs a... This Reese needs a multi-band compressor that compresses the mids out of the way of the vocal. Yes, Cameron, I always stand when I work. It's better if you're working like long hours day after day after day to be standing. It's just better for your body. Okay, so then this mids is going to have a side chain here. Oh, you can sidechain the whole thing. Excellent. Okay, so the whole thing is going to take sidechain from 104, which is Bruce Lee. There we go. Just to pop that vocal out of the mix a little bit. Okay, cool. Alright, one last listen and then I'm going to start making stems.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Notice I got my Bruce Lee shirt today.
Step in my dojo, you step in my...
Step in my dojo, you
Step in my dojo, you
step in my...
It hits all by itself.
step in my dojo, you step in my
Step in my dojo,
step in my dojo, you
step in my
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
Cool.
To have no technique,
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
there is no opponent,
And why is that?
because the word I does not exist.
All right, cool. Time to organize myself and start making stems. I'm gonna save as. Yeah, because I want to just bang this out and then get back to work on some other stuff. Because I have another track that I'm working on that is long overdue, and I had a bad crash and lost about 6 hours of work, so I'm gonna have to basically use my live stream to go through it. Yeah, it's a bit fucking silly, but I'm gonna have to basically copy what I did from the live stream. Okay, so what's this? Is this a pre-trans? Oh, it's part of the Kung Fu vocals. Okay, that's Kung Fu. This is a sub. Okay, so this is percussion. This can go, actually no, I'm going to save this as stemming because I'm making stems. Yes, okay, so then this is beeps. I love that we sampled the fidget spinner that Trevor Wise gave me. Trevor Wise, if you're out there, thanks for the fidget spinner, man. Couldn't have made the track without it. Okay, this can go. Yay! Alright, what's this? It's a drum rack with nothing on it. Let's delete that. Oh, and Cameron, who asked, how do I get so much running on the laptop? If you look at these tracks, they almost all have like no plugins or only Ableton plugins. There's only some tracks that have lots of shit going on. That's one of them, so I'm gonna freeze it. But it's really important to not use too many plugins because it causes mad latency and it will generally just fuck up the program. See, I'm trying to just get rid of all these sounds. That sound can go. These can all go. Now, ooh, what's on this drum rack? Oh boy, more stuff that didn't get used. Yeah, I get pretty cavalier when I'm producing with the processor. I just constantly add stuff. Okay, this is Scratch. Now, what's on this slide channel? It doesn't look like anything. Okay, that can go. This is exciting. I'm almost done. Man, I was so wired from this I couldn't sleep last night, but I thought of so many good ideas for more mixtapes. I want to do one that's only illegal samples, so you're not allowed to use any sample archives. I think that'll be so good. If you have to sample from like movies and music, that will be a really good one. I want to do one where you write everything in drum racks because people just don't use drum racks enough. And then I want to do one that is where we all remix our favorite video game, one where we all remix our favorite movies, etc., etc. I got a bunch of really good themes, but yeah, I couldn't sleep, so I stayed up last night with just my mind full of ideas. I had to get up and write things down. Okay, let's put that with the beep. That's another beep. Beep, beep. Who got the keys to my Jeep? I don't have a Jeep. I've actually never driven a car, fun fact. I'm trying to make it my whole life without driving. No, I've just always lived in big cities. I need big cities. That's just how I roll. And it's often not practical to have a guitar if you live in like New York or San Francisco or whatever. So yeah, so no driving for me. Yeah, the other submissions for this mixtape came out really well. I'm very, very stoked about the whole thing. Okay, what's this? Is this a pre-transient? Yeah. Pre-transient. What's this one? Is this nothing? I think this is nothing. I end up with a lot of audio tracks of nothing because I make so many audio tracks and I'm sampling them. Okay, cool. Is this more beeps? I think this is part of the drums. Yeah. So this is white noise, or as they say, white noise. Some white noise. Okay. That can go. These are all the original sample, so I'll put those in a group. Oh, I think this is the original sample too, is it? Yeah. Actually, I can go with the risers though. That's a riser. That's a riser now. Come on, let's be real. Come on. Okay, what's this sample? Is there anything on that channel? It looks like there's nothing on that channel. Oh no, what's this? Oh, that sounds very useful. Crunch. Yeah, I've never driven a car. I always lived in giant cities like Toronto and San Francisco and New York. And it's just, you don't want a car in those cities. That's a pain in the ass, brah. Okay, what's this? Oh yeah, I'll call this don't delete. Because that's a part of this other sound. The reverse here, that's a part of that. Wonky pad is important. Okay, bell thing. That used so much processor to make. But yeah, this was the original hook before I made the track awesome. But it was just too jangly and disruptive and hard to dance to. So it didn't make the cut. But man, I spent a long time on that sound. Yep, it's not over till you kill a puppy. That was my puppy. See you later, brah. Okay, this fidget spinner can go in with the risers. In you go. I guess I'll put the white noise in with the percussion because it's essentially part of the percussion. Oh, it didn't get used. Okay, delete it. But yeah, this phase where you turn everything into stems is fucking so important. You have to do phase 3 or you're not done. Okay, so those are the impacts. What's this? What's this? Is this a riser? What is this? I guess this can go in with the risers. Okay, and then these are all the original track that we sampled it from, so let's group those. Oh, I love using the push. I use the push all the time. I just use the trackpad because that's like, you know, I have a laptop and my whole desk is taken up by other shit, so. Okay. Yeah, I like a mouse better, but I'm in a kind of temporary situation here. Like I'm in a cramped little New York apartment while I'm working on things and being in New York. But at the end of the month, I'm moving to LA to build the Physical Producer Dojo, which is going to be awesome. Okay. Is this a sub? I think this is a sub. Yeah, that's a sub. Okay, so let's get all the basses together. I guess modular counts as a bass. That's kind of a bass. So you can go with the basses. Get up there. Okay. And the other bass is in the 808. So I guess that's pretty much all the main riffs. This little crunch can go in with the drums because it's kind of a drum crunch. And those things, the little crunches and shit sound good when they're compressed in with the drums. It just is nice. Yeah, this pre-transient can go in with the drums too. Oh yeah, I'm doing my workshop tonight, by the way. If you haven't come to my workshop yet, this is your chance. So go to thebreakthroughworkshop.com and you can come to my workshop free of charge and get your learn on. That will be pretty cool, I think. Where are those pre-transients? Let's see. Oh, there they are, little sneaky fuckers. Let's mute those. We don't need those in that section. but they're very useful here. Yeah, pre-transients are these little sounds that go before the transients. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we have the snare, perks, and those little bits of machine kits. Yep. Okay, what's this? Is a splash, I think. Yeah. Oh, the Kung Fu Fightin'. That should go in with the Kung Fu sounds. Okay, what's this?
You step in my dojo. Step in my.
Oh, this is a bass. Okay, cool. So here, let's take all these basses and put them into the bass one. So I think it goes to there. These are the main riff. Okay, group. Beat Lab Academy, huh? Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, what's this sound? Oh, this is a vocal. And what's this sound? That's a vocal. Although it's kind of more like a crash. I call those sounds splashes actually, because it's like a crash, but it's like just some other sound that serves that role. Okay, Chinese crash. So yeah, that can come up here. I'll get some other crashes. Oh, Mayor, Ape Shit, and Scratch. Those are vocals. I think I'm going to put all the vocals and chops together. No, you can't download the webinar after it's done, but there's one in the weekly download. If you go to Arranging Electronic Music, that's what it's called in the weekly download. Okay, this is vocal again. Okay, this is Vok Pros. This is Bruce. Okay, these are all vocal sounds. What's this? Oh, this is the fucking... That can go in, I guess, with the crashes and stuff, or kind of, I don't know what category that is. Okay, yeah, it's kind of its own category. I'll see if there's any pads or whatever. Maybe if there's not really any pads though in this track. Okay, Chinese crash, modular. What's this? What is this mysterious channel? Oh, it's a pre-transient. Okay, so let's get all those. Where's the pre-transients? Oh, what's this one? What are you, little guy? Oh, it's a pre-transient as well. Wow, there's a lot of pre-transients in this track. So I'll put them together. Oh, this is a splash. This can go in with the crashes and splashes. Okay, what is this? Abstract symbols. I think this is kind of like a pad. Oops, don't do that. It's kind of got a lot of highs. That one should maybe have its own channel. What's wonky pad? It's a pad. Yeah, the pads and stuff are all pretty sci-fi. It's cool. I'm into them. What's this one? I think is this a beep? Actually, that's kind of percussion. Just put that up with the percussion. And with the fills and stuff. Wow, there's a lot of channels of percussion. Are you making horse noises out here?
She's teaching me how to ride my horse.
Oh my god, she's making horse noises. I married a horse. That's okay though, I was a fish. I was a fish today. It was really good. I was the fishiest fish. Yeah, Eugene, you definitely want to use no plugins and only audio as much as possible because any plugin uses tons of processor. I married a horse.
What is the highest technique?
Okay. That's garbage. I think I see more pre-transients. I always put this stuff off, but the sooner you do it, the kind of faster you can work. Channel didn't make the cut. Oh yeah, that was the old kick. That was a good kick, but not didn't make the cut. That's nothing. There's nothing on this channel. That can go. Oh yeah, that cool shaker was good, but that didn't make the cut either. That's a fill. This is hand drums. What's this channel? That's a fill. Oh my god, I had 2 fills at the same time. What the fuck? It doesn't sound bad actually, but it'll probably sound better with just one of them. That one sounds better. And then cut that off so it's not oh, that's a sound effect. That's not drums. It's crunch. Oh no, that's drums. Oh, it's pre-transients. Can go with the pre-transients. Perks can go with the hand drums. What's this drum rack? Is this shakers that, when did he I don't hear any shaking. Those are garbage. Oh, Chris, I did all the, everybody handed in their beats already, and the monthly mixtape is done. So if you're trying to get it on this month, I don't know, man. I mean, if you submit today, I'll check it, but it's technically done. So yeah. Okay, what's this? Crunch, that's fill. Oh yeah, I gotta tidy up the side chains. I'll put that on my list. Tidy up side chain sequencing. Okay, fill. Hand drums and hand drums and hand drums. These taikos can go in with the hand drums. Kick and snare just go up at the top for aesthetic purposes. Oh, okay. If you submitted yours on the thread, just make sure you got me the final mastered and unmastered. And make sure that they're WAV files. I'm probably going to master a bunch of them so that everything matches. Probably master them together, but we'll see. Does this crunch even really add that much?
Dojo, you step in my Dojo, you step in my Dojo, you step in my
Not really. That's neither here nor there. What's this? Does this add anything? No, it's a bunch of garbage. What's this? Okay, so OG clap fill. Probably going with the hand claps. And I might actually go like that. Oh, can't just. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Actually, that's in the way there. Whoa.
Step in my dojo.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my
Don't really need that clap fill anymore. Okay, I'm going to pop these pre-transients outside of the drum kit so that they don't trip off any compressors. Let's close the sends so I don't have to see them. Okay. I'm going to put this modular in with the basses because that's kind of like our main riff. Yeah, Eugene, you need a sound card. You definitely need a sound card. It's a big part of producing. And if you can't hear the difference now, you will learn to hear the difference and you'll be like, ooh. Okay, so let's take all these. Okay, horn can go in with the pads, I guess. It's kind of really not really anything else that matches that. I might have to make a stem called else. Okay, so these are crashes. So this will be crash and impact. Oh, wow, a lot of pre-transients. Group them. Hey, yeah, no problem, Eugene. I love it, man. It's really fun for me to be teaching online while I'm working, and it's great because people all actually support what I'm doing, and a lot of people support me at the club / dojo and support me on Patreon. And yeah, it's really cool, man. This whole like crowdfunding thing has been really empowering for me to get off the road. I mean, if you notice how much time I spend in the studio when I'm home, you know, I'm just never home, right? Oh wait, actually this vocal, yeah, these three are long vocals. So there's vocal hits, there's vocal chops, and then group. This will be sung vocals because there's that singing with the ooh. You like my singing? That's pretty good, huh? Yeah, so those are all the singing. Those are the vocal hits. We got Mary, shit, we got Bruce, who's gonna be red. Yes. Mayor apeshit can be block. I wonder if you can select group content. Nope. Okay. So we got our pads here. Our horn, I think, should be red as well. I hate how it doesn't actually select it. Like, it selects it, but it doesn't pop it up down there, and you have to select it again, because fuck you. Alright. Even though there's only 2 in this group, I'll group them just for the sake of having everything in groups. Okay, cool. And then within our drums, we got our kick here, we got a snare here, fills here. Oh, I love the nested groups. It's so useful. It's this one. Ooh, that looks like a reverse. Okay, that can all go in with the crunchies. And then what's this? Oh, this is a drum break. That was a fucking great break. This thing. Fuck, what a good drum break. It just really makes that section work. Okay, so I guess I'll put that up with the fills because it's kind of a fill. Okay, so these are all the hand drums. Go there. What's this? This is noise and crunch. Those are all hand drums. Okay, now let's get stemmy. Okay, make sure there's no mastering shit. Nope, there's no mastering shit. Good. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm going to render all the drums at once in case I want to sample them all together. I might. Okay, make a new folder. Stems for mixing all drums. Alright, so please don't forget to go to SaveTheInternet.com and sign the petition and call your senators. It sounds like calling your senator is going to take a long time, but you don't actually talk to anyone. You just leave a message. But legally, someone has to listen to your messages and document them, and the volume is very, very important. So if you go to that website, you just put in your zip code and it'll call you, and you just tell your senators that you support net neutrality. And basically, you know, it's a numbers game, and the more phone calls we can get, the more likely it is that we can preserve the internet we know and love and not have it turn into this corporate fuckfest of brainwashing and advertising and slow lanes for anything cool. So if you want things you like to load fast, you gotta support net neutrality. Okay, so is a kick and the 808, do they ever play on top of each other? I think they pretty much never play on top of each other. Oh wait, here there's a couple spots where like this. Let's a little extra trend. So the kick does need to sidechain the 808 a couple times. So I'm gonna do the kick separate. After I finish this, do you want to go out for lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I'm almost done here. It'll probably take me maybe an hour and a half to finish this mix down, tops, and then we can go get like a nice brunch somewhere. That smoothie was good though. It's fucking tasty. Goji berries, strawberry, banana, or goji berries, banana, soylent, blueberries, all kinds of good stuff. It's really tasty. That smoothie was good though. It's funny when I get an echo. Wow, Joe Mignano's working on a yoga ball. That's pretty cool. So much rendering. Gotta do it though. Because you'll notice shit in phase 3 that you would never notice otherwise. This is exciting. After I finish this, I'm going to give myself permission to leave the house and go do some fun stuff. Like getting lunch at a restaurant in the outside world, getting some sunshine. Shit, look at that. Wow. Oh, that's not the 808. I sold the wrong channel like a dum-dum. Let's do that again. Replace. Rendering stems. My other track is really good. I'm excited to work on it. That crash was so disheartening. I lost like 8 hours of work. I wanted to cry. But that's life. Hungry for lunch. And then once I have all the plugins gone and it's just all stems, man, I am gonna mix the crap out of this song. It's not snowy here yet, but it is kind of cold and windy and rainy. Eric. Rendering stems, rendering stems. Oh, Eugene, yeah, you can master with just the built-in Ableton stuff. I mean, you should solve most of your problems with mixing. Mastering is really just about getting it to the volume of, commercial release. But you should be doing most of the magic in the mixing, and you don't rely on mastering to make your track good. You should make your mix should be clear and separated and everything before you master. But I'm gonna do the mix down on this. This isn't really gonna need that much mixing. The mix is pretty good. It gets a little cluttered in the last section. But that's about it. Oh, it's snowy in Montana. Oh, cool. You're in Montana. Where are you at in Montana, Eric? And do you know Nintendo and Mitch Brady? Mitch Brady, who is number one. Mitch Brady, number one! That's what you got to say when you see Mitch Brady, because he got number one in electronica. Okay, what is this one? Phil's. Hey, what up, Kenny? How you doing? I think the Bruce Lee sample has a little bit of harshness in it that I'm probably going to EQ and process out once I get everything stemmy. Oh, Eugene, it's in sunny Miami. Nice. I fucking love Miami. I was actually just in Florida last weekend in Orlando. Well, near Orlando at a festival. It was really cool. The one thing about this track, though, I think I might make a longer version of it for release on my album. Yeah, it's cool to see Kenny in the house, huh, Chris? Kenny in Miami. Ableton, you can export the groups, but I like doing them individually just because it's nice to be really like the auto export. Like if I wanted 105 stems, I could do that, but I want less than 16. Hey Peter, I've finished writing my. I finished writing my little beat here for the Producer Dojo mixtape. So I'm currently rendering stems to eliminate all plugins and get my project to the point where I have enough headroom on my processor to come bring in like all my best mixing shit and really make the mix down amazing. Because so far of all the mix downs on the Producer Dojo stuff for the mixtape, Spiderhound has the best mix down. By a lot, too. It's really amazing. He's gotten so good, man. Like, he couldn't finish the track when we first started. Like, he literally could not finish the track to save his life, and he's just killing it now. I'm so excited for his EP. That reminds me, I gotta commission some new graphic design. Oh. Okay. Clap doesn't need stemming. I'm just going to call this clap. Ooh, I got a delivery. Exciting. Okay. So that's noise and crunch. Alright, that's all the drums stemmed. crash and impact's gonna get stemmed now. Okay, let's do the pre-transients. Got a delivery. I think this is the extension cord so that I can plug in my mescaline synthesizer a little further from a power adapter, which is cool. I use the mescaline synthesizer for a lot of the risers in this track. It was a Kickstarter synth from Folk Tech in Portland. Then who was phone? I don't know what that means, Eric. Oh yeah, Aaron, I was just requesting some graphic design. I was just I got the flying remixes, which I got to get done, put out. My album, and then also the mixtape cover. I'm really excited for this first mixtape, and to do more each month. These like themed mixtapes are really fun. I want to do one that's like all 80s. Like in January, I think I might do one that's like, you know, those songs like that are supposed to pump you up to in the 80s to like study karate, like the Karate Kid soundtrack or Eye of the Tiger or whatever. That'll be really cool. So I think if we had one that's just all fucking cheesy 80s shit and inspirational samples, that'd be really good. And then for this mixtape, I've been collecting all these kung fu samples, so I'm gonna kind of like sprinkle in kung fu samples throughout the whole mixtape. I think that'll be cool. All right, risers. Oh wait, I did not do the I gotta do that again. Risers again. Replace. Eugene, are you asking me if I know Lucy Rays? I don't know. Hey Peter, I'm glad you like my my talented stem rendering. Rendering stems is kind of boring, but it's got to be done. Yeah, send me samples. Send me samples. Do you listen to any techno, Dylan? Yeah, I listen to techno. I mean, I like a lot of like modular techno. Like, you know, if you're into modular synthesis, you have to be into techno. But I like Acufan and The Hacker. You know, I mean, the classic, I grew up on like Jeff Mills and shit, you know, because Toronto's right near Detroit, so you listen to techno in Toronto whether you like it or not. I like Stimming a lot too. You know that guy Stimming? He's really good. And I'm friends with Chameleon. They're really good. Like KMLN, Chameleon. They're really, really dope. Yeah, I've known Chameleon for, probably like 12 years or something. The girl on Chameleon, Shauna, is like one of my OG festival friends. She actually used to date Lauren like before he was famous, so I've known her for a long time. It's weird to think of Lauren before he was famous, man. It's like a different dude, you know? Like we were both so like just struggling young breakbeat DJs. Glad that one of us made it. Not that I haven't made it. I mean, being able to do what I love is making it, in my opinion. But he made it like stadium styles. And now we do the basses. Oh, Dave, you should check out the Colin Benders Against the Clock. It's so fucking cool if you like techno. He does this like modular techno performance. It's just bananas. And he makes a whole track in like 10 minutes, like spontaneously. Oh, and Stevio. Check out Stevio. Steevio. His modular shit is insane. It sounds like a finished track, and he can just like improvise for hours on his modular, and it sounds like you're listening to finished, polished music, and it's all improvised modular music. It's so incredible. Stevio is pretty much the king of live modular performances. You know I like the modular. Stevio, though, is a very good example of why you should cut your dreads before you go bald. Because, I mean, I totally appreciate, like, keeping it real with the dreadlocks, but when you are bald and you just have a couple dreads at the back, it's like, oh, come on, bro. You shouldn't have a ponytail if you're bald, either. Just don't. Just be bald. Eugene, I've known Lauren. I think I met Lauren in 2003, maybe, like really long. Cause he used to play my first record that I put out like when I was a kid, you know. So I've known Lauren since I was like literally like probably 20. Yeah, he's done more for me than anyone else, man. I fucking love that guy. Yeah, now's a good time for questions, by the way. If you have any questions, I'm just rendering stems, so it's totally not the most mentally demanding part of the process. Not a lot of decision making. Is Chameleon in Berlin? I think they're like nomads, so they travel a lot. They're sometimes on the West Coast, sometimes in Hawaii, sometimes in Europe. But yeah, you could probably see them in Berlin. Their music is really cool. Yeah, and if you have any music recommendations for me, David, just let me know. I can't believe how, like, I thought this track was just going to be a simple beat, but I just fucking fell in love with it, man. Like, I really just went way over the top on this one in terms of putting the time in. If I total up all the streams, I think it's like Boris Brejcha. Okay, cool. I'll check out Boris Brejcha. But yeah, this track was supposed to just be like a simple little beat, but it's totally turned into a short song. I like the arrangement though. It feels like a complete arrangement, even though it's 2 minutes long. So that's pretty cool. Brejcha, Boris Brejcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, no one would say Brezjo. What was I thinking with that pronunciation? Alright. Is the ill methodology workshop to be able to use with Ableton 10? Yeah, the ill methodology is, I mean, that whole workshop is just not technical at all. Like, I mean, there's a bit about arranging and stuff, but it's technical in a theoretical sense. It's not technical in a, like, technology sense. So that first ill methodology workshop is, like, timeless. Like, that workshop will still be good in, like, 20 years. It's really just about the mental game of producing and about like what you have to do to kind of like change your habits and change your life to be a producer. So it's a lot about that and just about making it fun and easy and making it like something that you can do every day without getting bummed. So yeah, that's what the ill methodology is about. But yeah, definitely yeah, if you go to illmethodologyworkshop.com if you want to check out probably the best piece of educational content I have is that, and that workshop, it took me like 4 years to make, and yeah, you should definitely check it out. Oh, I'm so close to my stems being done. I think a mixtape where we all do different animals, where everybody picks an animal, I think would be cool. Do that. I mean, I thought of so many themes yesterday. I want to do an all organic one too, where you're not allowed to use synthesizers. That one would be so cool. And I really want to do one that's only illegal samples, where every sample has to come from like a record or a fucking movie or something. Because one of the biggest flaws, well, not so much flaws, but shortcomings that I see in the people in the dojo is not using samples. Because, like, you know, if you make shit that's just all synths and synth presets and samples from your fucking sound libraries, it kind of sounds like everyone else who's using Vengeance sound libraries and Serum, you know what I'm saying? So when you actually sample from like records or from you know, from movies or whatever, it just like it takes on a whole different character and you get a much richer, more interesting result. So I think I might do that one. And then I was thinking like other themes too, like we could do one that's all about like crime, or do one that's all about like love but no porn samples, or do one that's like, you know, one that's all fucking like, we'll say, okay, this month we're all doing the 70s, you know. Okay, file, export vocal hits. Oh wow, we're almost done here. This is exciting. And then I can get this shit real loud. Well, Dave, I'm glad you have a name now. Oh, Eugene. Okay, so basically how this mixtape works is we all started with the same sample, the same BPM, and the same key. And basically the idea was that we'd all make a beat that was around 2 minutes long, no longer than 2 minutes, and that everybody would submit a beat. And then because they're all in the same key and the same BPM, it's going to be easy to assemble the mixtape. So then I'm taking everybody's beats that they've made and my beat and putting them into a mixtape that all the beats and the mixtape itself are going to be available for free download. And basically we're all going to collectively promote this mixtape as a dojo, and it's going to go far because there's so many of us promoting it. And then that way all of the dojo members can start to build up their social media following, because that's really important as we get closer and closer to releases, you know. And yeah, so basically, you know, the mixtape is there, and then if people want your beat, they can follow you on SoundCloud to get your beat, etc. Okay, cool. So now let's go to stems for mixing. Okay, so let's take all these except for the all drums, bring them in here. Okay, and then I'm going to wait for them all to encode, because for some reason it will totally fuck up your life if you don't do that. And then you got to let Ableton make mistakes and warp them all badly. I really don't understand why Ableton doesn't know that it just rendered these stems and that they're stems and that, you know, what BPM and shit they are, that it has to guess and then do a terrible job at it. Mystifying to me that that is not a part of the software. Like, it's just, I just don't understand. And then this shit where it's like, it always puts them not quite at the beginning. Oh, it's maddening. Yeah, see, like, why would you, of course that's a stem, of course it starts at the beginning. Like, you just made that stem, Ableton. You just made that stem. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's get all these stems where they belong now. So the 808, okay, where's the drums? 808 goes into drums, fills goes into drums, hand drums goes into drums, kick goes into drums, noise and crunch goes into drums, snare goes into drums. Okay, so you all come up here and go into the drums. Yeah, Eugene, you're too late, but we're doing them every month, so don't sweat it. Okay, so vocal hits. Okay, so now file, save as. I'm going to say stemmed. Okay, so the Aaliyah sample, or Alea, whatever it is. Oops, undo that. Okay, so beeps has been rendered. Beeps can go. Singing. Oh, wait. Zero and minus 20. Okay, so your group can go. Pads, what are your settings? No effects on the pads, you can go. Cray Cray, what are your settings? Any effects? Yeah, a little bit of reverb, but that, I don't think that's that important. That can go. Okay, risers. Do you have any effects? A little bit of reverb. A little bit of reverb, a little bit of reverb. Okay, so you can go. A lot of those reverbs are rendered into the stems too, so you don't really need to, or you don't, like, the reverbs are. Yeah, Patrick, I'm stemming it out, so this is a very important part of the process. Vocal hits. Do you have reverb? Yes. A little bit of reverb on the vocal hits. Oh, okay, let's copy your modulation, or your automation here. Onto the vocal hits, put that there. Wait a minute. Copy all of your automation here on all the little vocal hits. Oops, undo that. Let's do, oops, undo that. Let's take all this automation, copy, put it on, wait, take all this automation, copy, and put it onto the vocal hits channel. Is that accurate? That looks accurate. That does not look accurate there. Okay, so that's the delays on the vocal hits. Oh no, wait, the delays should be rendered in. It's the reverb I gotta avoid. Let's delete automation on that. Yeah, because my reverb was running out to another reverb. Okay, so that's good. So vocal hits can go. I think basses can go. Any reverb on you? I don't think there should be any reverb on any of these. No, no, no. A little reverb on that, but that's not the end of the world. Yeah, I'm gonna delete all that. Okay, the Alea sample. Do you have reverb and stuff? No, 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 no. Okay, you can go. Pre-transients, they shouldn't have any effects, so they can go. Are my pre-transients rendered properly? Where are my pre-transients? Yep, they rendered properly. Okay, you can go. Okay, crash and impact. Where are you? Crash and impact, you're there. Did you render or do you have reverbs? I don't think so. Oh, a little bit of reverb and delay. Okay, so minus. I'll put a little bit of reverb and delay on the impacts. And then probably about there for the reverb. Cool. Okay, and then I'm gonna see what my, actually I'll do that later. Okay, so pads, pre-frames. Okay. Okay, then in the drums, snare. Yeah, I can go. 808 can go. Fills, we got our fills. Yep, fills are good. Fills can go. How are we doing on hand drums? The hand drums, do you have any reverb? Doesn't look like it. A little bit on the taikos. Okay, so hand drums can go. I'm gonna put a touch of reverb on the hand drums. Oh, hi there. Looking good. All fresh and clean. I like that. Okay, clap, kick, noise and crunch can go. Well. Things are pretty exciting around here. Okay, and then the kick can go too. Kick has been done. Okay, cool. So that's the drums. And this is just the don't delete channel. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much everything. So we got Alea sample, we got bass, we got beeps, we got crash, we got cray, we got pads, we got pre-transients, we got risers, and vocal hits. Yes, Mason, I will definitely play this in Atlanta. I'm also going to bring my modular, which is pretty exciting. Using that thing live is great because it's literally like, it's unpredictable. You can't load patches or anything, so it's like, it's pretty chaotic. It makes for interesting performance. Okay, cool. So now I think that's everything in stems, with the exception of a hand clap and a couple other little small things. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, oh yeah, here, I'll save my work. Alright, Patrick and Mason and everyone else who joined lately, thank you for your patience. Now that's done, I'm going to play the track and hopefully things will be at their right levels.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming.
Oh wait, everything needs to be up 6 dB. All of my stems, because I have my audio file set up to minus 6 dB. There we go. So that'll sound a little better.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Uh-oh. We're missing the main synth riff. That's not good.
Step.
Okay, so we are missing the main synth riff. That's a big problem. So let's go to stemming. Yeah, Mace, I'm just about done. I'm just finishing up. Okay, it's going to be in here, the sound that I need. How did that not work? Yeah, you can drag tracks in from the folder on the left. That's what I just did, dragging my tracks in. Here, I'm going to listen to this bass stem and just see what made it. Oh, it's taking some time. I'll be right back.
Ah, that was a good shower.
Cool.
One of my better showers.
Good to hear.
What's that? You know, I can just... What? Oh. And then, like, we'll start.
That's just crazy. That's just craziness. Okay. Okay, so where's that riff? Is it?
Step.
Oh, that was going to send C. I see. Is there anything else that was sent to C? Nope. You can go. You can go. Were you going to C? No. Were you? No. Were you? No. Were you? No. Were you? No. And were you? No. Okay, so it's just that one channel. Which is, where is it? What the, where is that channel? Why can't I see it? Oh, there it is. Okay, no. Wait a minute, what did I do? This one. Okay, that's the one. Not these other ones, not these other jokers. Okay, and then the rest of these can go. Okay, so now it should play. So this can go up with the bass. Oops, not Sarash. Okay, so we gotta put our crashes up with the drums, put our pre-transients up with the drums. These two Reeses can go, right? Wait a minute, did I just delete the same channel again somehow? think I did. What the hell? Why do I keep deleting the channel? I'm trying to not delete. Oh no, there it is. Okay, so then these are all garbage. Okay. Okay, so we got the crash. Crash can go up next to the drums. Pre-transients can go next to the drums. And then we'll put the bass. And then the cray. And then, oh yeah, risers can go up next to the drums. Vocal hits can go in with the vocals. Singing can go in with the vocals. Beeps can go near the drums. And then pads can go, I guess, near horn. Okay, now it should play properly.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
It hits all by itself.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
Step.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique,
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
there is no opponent,
And why is that?
because the word I does not exist.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to say this is stemmed. Now I just got to fix up all the levels and blah, 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 blah. Don't worry about I don't really have a console template, guys, if you're asking about the console template. It's just a couple plugins. There's nothing really super cool happening there. Okay, so now let's get this all rocking.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Okay, let's make sure our drum mix is good. Yeah, by the way, you see how this snare drum is like got a nice transient on the beginning? That's how your snare should look, not like a brick. Because otherwise you have no room to compress. Kick and snare are going to go up at the top. 808 is going to go here.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
in my dojo, you.
Step, step, step.
Okay, so those are at -12, so the bass should be at.
Step in my dojo, you. Step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step, step, step.
Okay. I hear a click. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cut these little pre-transients off and put them in the pre-transients group. Let's make sure that I'm not making fades. Yeah, take that off. Yeah, I forgot I put extra pre-transients on the snare when I was doing some processing to it. So let's cut these out, bring them down like that. Yeah, because I want those snare transients to be able to really punch when I do my final mix, so I need to get the pre-transients out of the way. This is a very pre-transient heavy mix. That's what makes it so awesome. Yeah, I don't like to compress my pre-transients in with the drums because it fucks with the dynamics and stops them from having a nice sharp initial attack. Oops. These couldn't have been rendered separately though because the pre-transient was generated by the snare. I had this really cool processing chain happening where I had to place the snares early in the bar each bar and then delay them, but I made it so that the reverb arrives before the snare arrives to make a pre-transient. It sounded pretty cool. I'm probably going to use that technique more. Oh, fuck me, there's so many snares. Gotta cut them all off though. Can't have those pre-transients mucking up the transients. Yeah, otherwise the compressor will kick in right at the pre-transient and that's no good. Yeah, I prefer a mouse for this kind of stuff too, but my desk just, I would have to give up a whole controller to have a mouse at this desk. Because, I mean, pretty much my whole life right now is just really, like, cheap temporary solutions while we enjoy New York. And when I come to LA, I'm going to build a much nicer studio. That's my studio. I've been working at a friend's studio. A lot of my work I do at a friend's studio, but just not on the stream. But I've only actually been in there, like, I haven't been in there as much as I would like. I often end up just working at home. But yeah, the new studio, I'm building my studio, and it's going to be produced Dojo Studio, and there's going to be guest rooms and green screens. We're going to stream all the time and make all kinds of content, and it's going to be awesome. That's going to be in LA. Okay, there we go. So, pre-snare transients. Okay, let's take this out of here. And you can go with the other pre-transients. Okay, cool. So now this should be a little... There's a little fucking click on each of these that I don't like. Yeah, a lot of doing mixdowns is playing Find the Click. Oh yeah, I can hear that click each time. That has got to go. How did I not notice that? Well, I thought of another really good mixtape idea was the challenge would be no sound can appear exactly the same more than once. That would be really cool. That would probably make the track sound cool. Okay. That's that done. Okay. They're not all exactly the same, the snares.
Step in my dojo, you
Step in my
The way this 808 is kind of varying in volume a lot.
Step in my dojo, you step in my
Step in my dojo, you
step. Step in my dojo, you
step in my
It hits all by itself.
love to come back to Belly and Aspen, but Belly Up in Aspen, Bruce. But yeah, they gotta book me.
Your Gates card?
This sub level to be at -12 because my drums are at -6. So the kick in the here is up at -6 and the sub's there. Group these pre-transients. Oh my god, there's no width in the beeps. Okay, how am I going to widen these beeps? Maybe a little Haas effect. Let's see if that works. Actually, I'm going to use the Cooper Time Cube. Breaks a little bright now that it's been compressed.
It hits.
Oh, the Breakthrough Video Workshop, an earlier version of the Breakthrough Video Workshop, Eric, is called Arranging Electronic Music. It's all in that document that is the all site content organized by subject. It's all in there.
All by itself. It hits 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 all by itself.
I don't like those highs.
It hits all by itself. It hits all by itself. All by itself.
Step in my dojo, step in my
What the fuck is that?
It hits all by itself.
step in my dojo. Step in my dojo, step in my
highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique?
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
Does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come. Does not become tense. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, a good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. A good martial artist does not become tense.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique?
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I.
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent? What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
I'm going to try that again.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique?
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique?
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique?
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique?
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready.
I love Isotope Neutron. It is really good.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
It hits all by itself.
Unfortunately, I've just noticed some little artifacts. Need some fades here. Some little termination clicks must be removed. You sometimes get termination clicks on kicks and subs. This shit though cumulatively makes a massive difference in your mix downs. Chasing all these little pops and clicks and fixing everything up. Okay. Oh. Oh, your click goes out to here, huh? I see. It's tighter like that.
It hits.
Step in my dojo, you step in my
Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my dojo, you.
Here, I'm going to go map all of these instances of neutron to this. Oh yeah, I think I gotta turn this off. Neutron is a bunch of different things, but it's like a channel strip, like a multiband channel strip.
Step in my dojo, step in my
I pitched the vocals using the clip, the clips in Ableton. I just switched them down and mess with the format settings. Just FYI. Alexi. So what I'm I'm doing here is I'm using Neutron. Neutron is really cool. It's like a mixdown plugin, and it will listen to your channel and make appropriate settings based on AI. It's really fucking cool. So I'm gonna do this. It's a voice, warm, low intensity. So it's got like EQ, compressor, exciter, transient shaper, all kinds of shit. Neutron uses a ton of processor and latency, but it's super cool and totally worth it. But yeah, you don't run it during your session or your shit's all fucked.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come. A good martial artist does not become tense.
Oh, ho, why are you over one? That's weird.
Whatever may come.
Put a little transient there, put a little pre-transient.
For whatever may come. For whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
For whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
For whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step.
I don't think I need it on there.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
It hints all by itself.
step in my
Step in my dojo, you.
step step in my dojo, you.
Step in my
step in my dojo, you step in my
Step in my dojo, you
step step in my step
Step in my dojo, you
step step
you
step
you
step step
you
step
you
step
you
step
dojo, you
step
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
step in my dojo, you
step in my
step step in my dojo, you
step in my
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 step in my dojo, you step in my
step in my dojo, you
step step in my dojo, you
step in my
step in my dojo, you step in my
step in my dojo, you
step step in my dojo, you step in my
I'm gonna delete all these. Just paste in new ones. So these are all the side chain triggers. You never hear this kick.
step in my dojo, you step in my dojo, you step in my
step in my dojo, you
step step in my dojo, you step in my dojo, you
step in my step in my
It hits all by itself.
Step in my dojo. Step in my dojo. You step in my step, step, step.
Okay, so that was the clicks for the side chain. So now this bass should take side chain.
Step in my dojo, you step in my step, step, step. Step in my dojo, you step in my step, step, step. Step in my dojo, you step in my step in my dojo, you step in my
Step in my dojo, you
step, step, step. Step in my dojo, you
step in my
It hits all by itself.
So here, watch this. I'll turn. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of neutron on this, and then I'll turn the whole. Then I'll turn all the neutrons on and off, and you can hear it. It's a very slight difference, but it's really fucking crucial. And one of the really cool things about neutrons is they all talk to each other inside your project. It's really dope. That preset.
Step in my dojo, you step in my
step in my dojo, you
step, step, step.
So here, check it out. This is the drop without it. And this is with. Without. it's just everything's just a little bit more muffly.
It's all by itself.
Step in my dojo, you step in my
Step in my dojo, you.
step. Step in my dojo, you
Step in my
Okay, cool. I'm pretty happy with this mix down. All right, so it didn't really need a whole lot of work. Like I was pretty careful during the mix, but I think that's enough that I'm gonna render it as a mix down and just see what that all looks like. So I'm gonna render this as a mix down, and then let's yeah, I'll render it as a mix down. Check it out. Oof. Oh man, my back kind of hurts. I think I'm gonna take a break. But yeah, I'm gonna render this as a mix down, and then I'm gonna go. Yeah, definitely Isotope saved me a ton of time there with Neutron. That would, I mean, all those little adjustments, they're so subtle, you know, and it takes so fucking long to do them. So yeah, they definitely help there. Okay, so I'm going to now. Once this mix down is rendered, I'm going to make a new mastering project. Make a kind of quick and dirty mastering patch and see what that sounds like. But then I got to take a break because you really got to take breaks when you're mixing. So I guess we'll go up for, I guess it's dinner if we're 4. But yeah, I guess, well, maybe I could work for another hour and then go up for food. Yeah, I really want to get out of the house, man. Been in the house so much lately. Okay, so let's see. File new. Save. Let's see what our mix down looks like. Hopefully it's got enough dynamics. Okay. Did that. Did that. Did that. Did that. Did that. Did that, did that, did that, did that, explored that, did that, did that, did that, didn't do that, but that doesn't need it, that doesn't need it. Yeah, that's all good. Okay, cool. Oops. Alright, whatever. Okay, that looks about like a mix down should look. It's not too subby. A couple little peaks in the end, but not too bad.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come. A good martial artist. good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
It hits all by itself.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique,
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
there is no opponent,
And why is that?
because the word I does not exist.
I love dynamic EQs.
In my. Step in my.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Step.
A good martial artist.
So usually I'll do a few back and forths in this stage where I'm going back and forth between the mix down and the master. And then I always try and crush it way too hard when I'm doing this fake master, because you notice shit when you crush it really hard, especially about the highs. I'll take the edge off of the highs a little bit in the mastering, I think. Yeah, Kurt Carter, Maui, man. New Year's Eve, baby. Bringing my girl and shit. It's gonna be cool. Okay, let's see if this sounds better.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
It hits all by itself.
Step in my dojo, you step in.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
There's a couple little peaks here that I want to chop off. Like this peak. I want to get this peak before it. Oops. I want to get this peak here before it goes into.
Step. 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 step in my dojo, you 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 step in my dojo.
So it's just going to take care of those little tiny, because a couple little tiny peaks here. I just want to cut those off before it goes into the mastering.
It hits all by itself.
Okay, so there's a couple little bits like in the Kung Fu sounds. A couple of those are a bit loud in the highs. And then I think I really need to take the highs down on those growls a lot more, because they're really fucking sharp in the mix. This one. Yeah, there, that needs to come down.
It hits all by itself.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you
Step, step, step. Step in my dojo, you
step in my.
step in my dojo, you
Step in my.
What is that sound?
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique.
Yeah, I still drink tea. I drink tea all the time. I love drinking tea. Okay, let's export that mix down again. Let's see what it comes out in the master. Yeah, and Bob O'Toole, looks like the Oxford Inflator was making my highs too sharp, so I had to take it out. Just making it too bright. Okay, it's taking so long. Oh, mastering always takes so long. Oh, my back. Oh. Yeah, I need to sit down for a bit. I think I might. Yeah, so we got to do the restaurant and then workshop later. Okay. Okay.
What about your hair? What about your hair?
Yeah, I'll do that when we get back from dinner. We'll do dinner and then haircut and then I'll do my workshop at 10. So yeah, that's lots of time. So yeah, maybe another half hour. We'll leave at like 5 and then go get food. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see how this sounds now.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
It hits all by itself.
Snare could be up a little. Yeah, snare needs a little bit more mids. A little bit more oomph in the snares. Because I changed the snare in the kit, like it changes a couple times. So I think I gotta make sure that's a little bit louder. Let's see, let's add maybe a little bump in the EQ.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
Step. Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Okay, cool. Oh, my back hurts.
good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
It hits all by itself.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Little up on the sub. Yeah, the very, very bottom of the sub's got to come up, but not the kicky transient. Another really good trick for getting your side chains is to put your click a couple milliseconds early.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Okay, that should make the bass a little thicker. And then I think it's time. I think it is time. Okay, that should make the bass a little. Yeah. Then after this, I think it's going to be time to go. Also, when you're mixing, you got to take a break and then come back before you finalize, because when you're listening to the same thing again and again and again, you lose perspective really easily. So, yeah, I'm going to go take advantage of some dinner specials. Hey, Nunik, do you know what you want for dinner? Let's go somewhere nice.
Sure. Should we just wing it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places, you know. We can even go to Manhattan if you want.
Well, we have to do your hair.
Yeah, my workshop's not. As long as we're back here for 8, we could do my hair.
Go to Manhattan tomorrow with Joe.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess we'll save Manhattan for Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love that.
I want to go somewhere kind of nice though today. I've been fucking just working like a slave the last couple weeks. Plus tonight, workshop, big night. I love doing these workshops, man. It's so satisfying, and I'm getting a lot better at doing it because I've been doing it every week. So pretty soon the breakthrough is going to be ready to be finalized, but it still changes every week. But I'm really happy. Oh yeah, that looks much subbier. Okay, let's see how it sounds now.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking.
Oh wait, let's do.
A good martial artist does not become tense,
But ready.
Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
It hits all by itself.
Step in my dojo, you. Step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique,
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
there is no opponent,
And why is that?
because the word I does not exist.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna render this as a test render now. Cool, man. Okay, I think I'm ready to go get some dinner / lunch, a late lunch, early dinner type thing. I feel pretty good. I think it sounds pretty good. I mean, there's a couple little things like I want to do a little bit of tidying up on those edits in the Mayor Apeshit section. And then I don't know, I might do a couple little glitch edits on the master. That always sounds really cool when you like glitch edit the whole master. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this track. We'll just listen to the master and I'll turn the mic off so that you don't get my room noise. And then you'll be able to hear kind of more or less what it sounds like. And then, yeah, I guess I'll do the mixtape next week. I just got to put together all the winning remixes and master a few of those and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, watch out for the mixtape next week. And in the meantime, please, 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 the internet needs you. So go to savetheinternet.com, sign up for the petition, and call your senators. It takes like 5 minutes to call your senators. You're just going to get an answering machine, but the call volume is actually like very important, and it's like kind of legally important. So yeah, you got to do it. Okay, so here I'm going to go take all these chains here. Put them like this. And I'm going to go here. Put this here. Let's see what our master looks like. Oh, it looks about right. Nice and loud. So let's hear it. Yeah, let's see, any fucking noticeable problems? It really is nice and loud. The 808 looks like it still has a bit too much dynamic. I might substitute another 808. I'm going to say that. So that's another thing for my list maybe when I get home. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to turn my mic off, play this one last time for you, and then I'm going to go eat some food.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
It hits all by itself.
Step in my dojo, you step in my.
Step in my dojo, you.
Step. Step in my dojo, you.
Step in my.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique,
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
there is no opponent,
And why is that?
because the word I does not exist.
Sweet. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out. See you soon.